Hey besties, it's Rosie. Besties. For today's reading, I went digging in the catacombs for a deck that I have not used or thought about in years. And right out of the deck, first card out is the Six of Swords in reverse. Bestie, I'm getting the message that someone is completely and totally unable to move on from you. Let's see what the cards have to say. I'm not sure when I'll end up posting this, but I'm filming this on Easter Day. It's Easter morning, so that could be significant. Okay, bestie. Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. I'm getting that this person has tried pretty darn hard to move on from you. They have tried really hard to invest in other connections and other things to really take the L and move on from this. But everything that they tried to build somewhere or with someone else completely goes up in flames. Every single thing that they do or set their energy towards ends up being something that they have to use as kindling. They end up having to walk away from it. Bestie, I'm seeing that this person has worked very, very, very hard to try to recreate this Ten of Cups energy. But no matter how hard they try, they cannot find a connection that resonates as strongly as yours did. Bestie, I'm getting that this person really wants to come back to you, but they have some knowing that you're not going to be open and receptive to this, okay? Or maybe they don't know. I got the Moon and the Judgment, okay? They really want to try to resurrect this with you, but there is some hesitation and indecision in their energy as to whether you would even be open to that. Bestie, I'm seeing that they're feeling pretty sheepish, okay? This is them right now. This is the Page of Wands in this deck. Like, they are coming towards you, trying to bring you this big stick. And bestie, I'm seeing that the card under that is the Fool, okay? Again, this person doesn't seem to have learned very much in your time apart. I don't know how long you guys have been broken up, or maybe this was something that never even got off the ground. Maybe this is just someone that you made a big impression of and they didn't shoot their shot or whatever. You know, sometimes the stars that have aligned fall apart suddenly and things just don't work out. But I'm seeing that this person is still coming toward you in a very juvenile energy. They haven't really grown up. And that is probably why they can't get over you, bestie, because they haven't really done a lot of growing. It seems like instead of growing, they've just been running from their feelings for you and trying to find them in another person. And anyone who's doing the work knows that that is a fool's errand. And here's the Fool again. All right, bestie. The Sun, the Magician, and the Hermit. Bestie, I'm getting that this is your energy. You know, I think that when this situation happened, whatever happened here between you, you were pretty mature about it, okay? You realized that you were an alchemist, you alchemized this energy, and you took some alone time. Instead of just jumping into a bunch of shallow connections or going out with friends and partying or whatever this idiot's been up to, you have been doing the work. You have gone within, you have found your own source of illumination, you know, you have looked to spirit, you have recognized the God within you, and you have really transformed yourself. Bestie, this person's jealous of that, okay? They have some awareness that you're doing way better than them. So I don't know if you, if they follow you on social media, maybe they're doing it from like a blocked account. This person has seen you, or maybe even in their dreams, I'm getting for some. For some reason, this person has some awareness that you are handling this way better than they are. I'm hearing that you have completely moved on. You might be in another connection, or you might have just made peace with the fact that this is dead and gone. I've got Death on the bottom of the deck here, followed by the Queen of Cups, bestie. This was a person at one point that you either saw the potential to have a lot of emotional fulfillment with, or you did. You know, this was someone that you might have invested in very deeply. Okay, bestie, yeah, I'm getting that there was a huge investment here. I've got the Queen of Cups and the Empress. So bestie, you were pouring into this person. And if they were getting the full breadth of your divine feminine energy, of this emotional energy, then no wonder they can't find that anywhere else, okay? If you were pouring into this person thinking that this was like something that was going to go the distance, you know, I'm getting that you're, yeah. I don't think that you, okay. This is the problem. This is, if you're wondering why this situation didn't work out, here's your answer, okay? This is how this person leads. Knight of Wands, nothing but passion and impulse, immaturity, and this is how you lead. The Four of Wands, union. You are looking for someone that you can have it all with. So when you see someone that you have potential with, you are immediately thinking of investing with the intention of this, you know, being your union, being maybe a marriage, maybe a life partner, someone that you're going to continue to grow with. You're going to have this four energy, this stability. We're building something The walls are safe. You know, I've got 2 walls, you've got 2 walls, and we put them together, we create this square, and, you know, we've made something solid. And in the middle of this card, bestie, is a ring, okay? I'm seeing that you were expecting there to be some kind of ring, whether this was actually an engagement ring, a wedding ring, or this was this circle the wagons energy where you two were creating this fortress together. This person, total dingus, okay? Ace of Wands. This person might have a lot of fire energy, okay? They could be a fire sign, or maybe their Mars is in fire or something. Like, this person is driven by their passions, which inherently isn't a bad thing if you know how to master that energy. But this person is nowhere near doing that, okay? They are ruled by their passions. If they feel passionate about something, if they feel attracted to something, they're gonna run at that at 100 miles per hour, but they're not thinking about anything else. They're not thinking with the pentacles, and they're not thinking with the emotions. But bestie, I'm seeing that you poured a lot of emotions into this person, and that's something that they are unable to find anywhere else. Probably because you're out there attracting people just like you, which lead with their passions. Nobody's got any emotions on the table. None of you are in charge of your emotions. And in fact, if you're leading with this Wands energy, probably the only emotion that you're able to experience is anger, and that gets old really fast. Knave of Pentacles. Bestie, this person's money is not where it needs to be. And probably because they're out here chasing, I'm hearing chasing tail. They're out here probably trying to bury this wand in whoever will have them so they can forget about you for a minute. This is pathetic. I'm getting like a little bit angry reading this energy. So bestie, I bet you're fed up too. I bet you're tired of hearing about this person, because every time they circle back around to you, there's no real growth. Nothing has really changed. The only thing that they're bringing to the table is this news that, oh, they still miss you, and oh, they still haven't found anyone to replace you. Wonder why. Huge freaking mystery there, buddy. Okay. This person is the 10 of Wands to you. This person is a lot of work. Okay. You're showing up as the High Priestess, and you got the 5 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. Bestie, okay. Knave of Cups. This person, again, all the boys in this deck, except for like the kings, are boys. They're little boys. You see this person as a little boy. Whatever offering they are coming to make towards you, whether it was back then or now, you recognize it as just insufficient. This is, I'm seeing the words insufficient funds flash across my eyes. Like, maybe this person, maybe they're not paying enough attention to their Pentacles game. You know, you're wanting to build this legacy, and in order to do that, you need to have a counterpart that's taking that part seriously. You need to take the Pentacles. Oh my God, pause. Bestie, unfreaking believable what just happened. Something in my house was literally on fire in the background. I'm getting that this person's passionate nature, their inability to regulate this energy, burns down every single thing they tried to build in their life. This is why their Pentacles are a mess. Because instead of focusing their energy on that, they're just trying to keep that energy at bay. You know, their entire life is built up on distractions, okay? They don't know how to master this energy. They don't know how to put it towards anything useful. And so they just spend all of their free time distracting themselves from it. And that is why they don't have anything to bring to the table. That is why when they come to you, all they're coming with is this wand energy. They're not actually bringing you anything substantial, anything that you could use. And bestie, I'm seeing that you've clocked it, you know, and you're like, get out of here. Scram. Like, I don't want to hear from you, and you know exactly why. You know exactly why I'm not answering my phone. You know exactly why I'm not returning your messages. Like, stop sending me friend requests. Stop following me on every new account that I make. Like, just give it a rest. Like, you need to go grow. And clearly, even in your absence, even when I cut you loose, you're not growing. So, bestie, picking up on a very frustrated, fed up energy here. 6 of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. Bestie, the only way that you and your infinite wisdom is going to feel confident or safe moving forward quickly with someone is if they are giving to you equally. If you have at every step of the journey seen that this person is able to give to you equally in all regards, other than that, you are not going to be moving forward. I'm seeing like a very wise energy emanating from you. Bestie, I think I'm going to have to go to a part 2 because this person, here they come again. Part 2.